Hello, hello. What up, you crackheads? Good morning, good morning. Good morning. What's cracking? Hello. Hello, you little crackheads. Picked up Rojo. I gotta say it, man. Sometimes it's really, 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 really hard for me to be unbiased. Like, I try to be as objective as possible. Like, I should tweet out that if you need a deeper play at running back in a really deep league that has no upside, go pick up Ronald Jones. But I'm not going to do it because I've been so anti-Ronald Jones that it's hashtag against the brand. But for real though, if you're in a deeper league and you're looking for a running back, Ronald Jones is not the worst stash because he is going to be active today for the first time in about 17 fucking years. And who knows? If he breaks off a big play, he'll probably start getting more play over Peyton Barber. They do have a bye next week, so like not really going to be able to use him for a minute, but it is what it is, what it is, what it is. I'm talking to one of the owners in my league. I'm trying to make a trade for Dalvin Cook right now. I got a ton of wide receivers. He just offered me Dalvin Cook and Marquise Goodwin for Diggs and Aaron Jones. I'm definitely going to turn that shit down, but I'm trying to make moves. I think Dalvin Cook's a good buy low candidate right now. What up? What up, Tim? What's cracking, bros? I forked up. What'd you do, Matt? What you do? You finesse him? Bro, I was reading. I'm in the middle of reading this book, Principles by Ray Dalio. And Ray Dalio is the founder of Bridgewater Associates. It's one of like the biggest, if not the best and most profitable investing firms in the world. And he has a part where basically in the 70s and 80s, when McDonald's came out with a new product in which they called the McNugget, they were not going to put it out for sale. Like they almost didn't put the McNugget out because the chicken and livestock portion of the market or whatever was too volatile. So this motherfucker, Ray Dalio, is like a mastermind behind investing and stuff. And he was the reason that the fucking McNugget got made. My guy, what up, Mike? How we doing? All right, let's take a couple questions. Yo, Nick, do you still do marketing? I do. I do marketing still. I'm flying out to Denver on Wednesday to stay in an Airbnb with a few of my marketing clients. They invited me. They said I'm part of the team. I work remotely, obviously, but yeah, I still do marketing. Tyler Boyd or Doug Baldwin in half PPR. So here's my thing about Doug Baldwin, as well as Aaron Jones, even though I like Jones. No, not Aaron Jones. Don't put him into this category. But there's a lot of guys that I'm not throwing into my lineup. Doug Baldwin being one of them. Josh Gordon is another one. These are guys that I would rather be. Actually, Aaron Jones is kind of in the same category, I guess. I would rather be a week late on putting them in my lineup than a week early. Doug Baldwin is a guy that I need to see do it on the field before I put him in the lineup. Same thing with Josh Gordon, the fucking Easter Bunny. Same thing with Aaron Jones. Now, Aaron Jones is actually not a bad play because we saw him get some work last week, and I can only imagine his snaps are going to increase. But I would much rather not be a week early on Doug Baldwin and have him put up 2 points and get fucking hurt again because the reports are coming out that he's going to be playing at less than 100% already. So, like, I would put a good portion of money that Baldwin over the next month, over the next 4 weeks, either re-injures himself or plays like shit and is barely usable in fantasy football. Y'all know what I'm saying? There's just too many sit starts for me to pin in, so I'm going to try to give you guys as good of a breakdown or analysis on general players and shit that I possibly can during this time. David Njoku or Trey Burton, PPR? I believe Njoku is my tight end 11 this week and Burton tight end 12. Very close, but I would go to Njoku. I think Baker Mayfield's going to inject some life back into this offense, and I just don't trust fucking Mitch Trubisky. Guy's fucking trash. What are we eating today, boys? I got me a sandwich. Five Guys or Sonic for lunch. Yo, Sonic's fucking mad overrated. Sonic's got good versatility in terms of their menu, but the food ain't good. I would go Five Guys 100. But Five Guys is fucking terrible for you. So don't get too much cheese and bacon on that shit. Wawa hoagie. I agree. I fuck with Wawa, but they don't have Wawas around me. What do I got? Turkey, bacon, avocado, basil aioli. Oh, man. I'm a fucking mess. Hopkins or Mike Williams? What the fuck are you talking about? I'll be right back. I gotta get some napkins. Hey, Nick, aren't you from Jersey? I'm from Central Jersey, and there's Wawa all over the place. Yeah, I'm from North Jersey. They don't have Wawa up here, though. They have it Central, and they have it down south, down the shore and stuff, but not up here. Where can I get one of those BDGE, sir? You can, BigDogsFantasy.com, all the gear, T-shirts, crew necks, sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, all that shit is on BigDogsFantasy.com. Mike Williams versus San Francisco or Tevin Coleman versus Cincinnati, half point PPR. Definitely Tevin Coleman there, Bobby. With Freeman out again, I don't see any point of sitting him. PPR flex spot, Ryan asks. Eckler, Godwin, or Hogan? I'm going to go with Eckler there. Kind of like I said in one of my videos earlier this week. I think the game script is so good for LA that they might get out in front of this one so quickly that Eckler is going to get heavily. I mean, he's already being used normally in the normal game plan, but the fact that they might get up big means that they could use him even more. And he's so efficient with his touches that I love him in PPR this week. Juju or Sanders in standard? I can't see any reason why you would sit. That actually is close because they're playing Kansas City. Damn. I find it too hard to sit Juju at this point because he's their slot receiver, and the Ravens, although they have a good pass defense, they are on the road. And if there is a spot to take advantage of that pass defense, it is certainly in the slot and over the middle. Would you wait on Alshon Jeffrey? Yes, he's in that category as well. Anyone coming back from an injury, their first week back, you want to see them play because there's a good chance, not going to be used as a decoy, but they're usually going to be on a snap count. And you're not going to want someone who's playing 40% of the snaps. Like you want to see them get somewhat of a workload before you throw them into your lineup. No hangover this week. Nah, I took it easy last night. Only had a couple beers. I can't be doing that shit. I'm getting too old. Monster on deck. Beer is good for the soul. Tequila is better for you. This dude got a burger and a sub. The fuck are you talking about? This ain't a burger. This is my sub. I just be eating it from fucking multiple sides. I'm a fucking savage. Don't you know this already, Don? John Brown or Calvin Ridley? Goons and Rebels. What's up, brother? I really like Brown this week. I really, really like John Brown this week. John Brown, obviously he's going against the Steelers defense that can be taken advantage of through the air. Now, usually these AFC North games are defensive battles, but I don't think that's going to be the case. They got a 51-point over/under, which is one of the higher ones in the league in week 4. I've noticed that's a huge trend this year. The over/unders for almost like the majority of games are much, much higher this year than I've seen in the previous years. And I think that's just a general trend of the NFL right now. It's just the points are being scored so fucking heavily. And it just speaks to where this game is going. It's becoming a better product from a fan's point of view. If you think about it, like they're calling all these roughing the passers, they're calling a ton of PIs downfield and defensive holding and defensive targeting calls and shit like that. So offenses are obviously maintaining drives longer, scoring a lot more. So the over-unders have been crazy. All right, we got some super chats here. That is the way, guys. If you want a guaranteed answer from me, throw me in a super chat. Adam, I see you hit me with a super chat, but I don't see your question anywhere. So just type it again for me, my friend. 310 Rios, what's up? Tate versus Dallas or Allison versus Buffalo, full PPR? Now, Tate is active, right? I'm a little nervous about that too because he randomly missed a practice. And I'm going to go with Allison there, 310 Rios. The fact that Cobb is out, I think obviously opens up more snaps from him. He's going to probably be a full-time player, and they might even move him into the slot a little bit, which is good news, so he doesn't have to face outside cornerbacks of Buffalo. And I think Tate's probably running at less than 100%, so they might not use him on a full-time snap count. So give me Allison there, brother. Did Adam hit me with that question? Yeah, he did. Okay. Half PPR, carry on or suck Allen? Thanks. That's a close one. That's a good one. I will go with I like Kerryon Johnson, but again, I don't trust the workload. He's only playing like 45% of the snaps. They're still using Blunt. They're still using Theo Riddick. So he's someone I love to have on my bench because I do. But I'm actually going to go with Allen here because, again, Pittsburgh Ravens should be a high-scoring game. I think both offenses are going to be throwing the ball a ton. A lot of points being scored, and Allen gets those valuable touches, whether they're through the air or whether they're on the goal line. So I think Allen, again, gets it done for like the 4th straight week. Probably gets in the end zone, probably catches 4 to 5 passes. So I'd go Allen there. Oh, damn, we got money coming in. Y'all are paying for lunch today. Jason Bell asks, Golden Tate or Shepard full PPR? Answer my Zam question. Okay, so this is, I just talked about Tate where I'm a little hesitant to put him in my lineup, but I guess the further you get down in terms of options, the more you have to consider it. Let me browse Twitter for you for a little bit and see if there's any kind of medical updates or people speculating on Golden Tate's actual status, if they think he'll be 100% or whatnot. So I'm going to get back to you in half a second. Dude, it was considered game time. Just Billy out there for the weekend. All right, Jason. I don't know. I'm going to side with playing Shepard here. Tate, I don't know. The injury news just kind of scares me. I'd rather not have him in the lineup. And Galladay is now playing in 2 wide receiver sets over Golden Tate, but Detroit does run probably. Talk to me. You're on live stream right now. 262 people are listening to your conversation.
Welcome to Chili's.
Shut your face. What's up?
Want anything?
From Chili's?
No, motherfucker, anywhere. I'll get some coffee or some shit.
Yeah. Get me a small coffee. Black.
Nothing? 2 Splendors?
Nah, just black.
Dude, I spent $100 at the hotel last night.
You went to the Gotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon kept telling me to come, but I was like, fuck that.
I was like, if you didn't text me and I didn't text you, I thought that would give you enough to not to come.
Are you hungover?
No, I'm just mad congested.
Oh, did you drink a lot, or did you just spend $100? Like, what the fuck you spend $100 on?
Oh, I drank a whole bunch.
How do you spend $100 at the hotel to begin with?
Shit was incredible.
That's funny.
But yeah, I'll be over soon.
All right, I'll see you in a minute. Fucker. All right, so Jason, I'm going to go with Shep. Frank, sorry, buddy. Who to start, Brady or Fitzpatrick? Oh, I'm going with Brady. I'm going with Brady for sure. If I'm deciding between two quarterbacks, it's not that close for me, to be honest with you. I have Brady far over Fitzpatrick. One, Rashad Jones is out, so that should make it a much easier matchup for Gronk. They're 7-point favorites, high over-under. I really like Brady this week to kind of bounce back in the fantasy realm of things. So Brady, Josh Gordon's going to play, so he's got another weapon out there. Go with Brady. Where was I? Alex, what's up, buddy? Juju and Kamara or Julio and Melvin Gordon standard? I'm assuming this is a trade situation. This is a good one. I'm definitely going to go with Julio and Melvin Gordon here for rest of season. Obviously, Juju and Kamara are studs, but obviously Julio and Melvin Gordon are as well. I think Melvin Gordon is arguably as valuable as Kamara is rest of season, especially given that you're in a standard league. If it was PPR, I'd probably, think it over a little bit more. But Melvin Gordon being, just the full workhorse there in a standard league is so valuable. And I think obviously Ingram's going to be back next week. So that, we don't know what kind of workload Ingram's going to have, but the fact that they haven't had any other running backs really show anything tells me that he's going to be involved in the running game because Kamara hasn't been very efficient on the ground. So they probably want to use someone else in that sense. He's still going to get a ton of passing work, but you can give me Melvin and Julio because I think, Kamara and Melvin are pretty much washes there, especially in a standard. But I would take Julio over Juju in a standard league for the rest of the season. So, Alex, hope that helps out. Keyshawn, what's up, brother? I'm not. You guys, when you do the super chat, you could put the question inside the super chat, so I don't have to kind of creep around. Let me see. Keyshawn Banis, did you write a question? I'm not finding it, so if you could retype it. Oh, I see it. Pick 2, Marvin Jones, Sammy Watkins, Quincy Enunwa, Chris Godwin. I'm not sure if it's when you guys ask questions, make sure you hit me with that PPR or fucking, that sounds like Ginger Nick. No, that was Steve. PPR standard. So here's what I would go with. I am going to sorry, Keyshawn, I fucking keep missing this shit. I got too many fucking pieces of electronics around me and shit. Oh, okay. Pick 2, Marvin Jones, Sammy Watkins, Quincy, Chris Godwin. So Sammy Watkins is going to be in my lineup. This Denver pass defense is not scaring me anymore, and I think it's so hard to sit anyone that's on that Kansas City offense right now. Even being at Denver, it's a 55-point over-under. It's a ridiculously high-scoring game. I want Watkins in my lineup for sure. I don't want Quincy Enunwa. You know what? Do me a favor, Keyshawn, and write whether it's PPR or standard. Okay, sorry, PPR, full PPR. Where was I? So it was Godwin, Enunwa, and Marvin Jones. Yeah, so I like Enunwa a lot in PPR leagues. It's just, it's not a matchup I want to take advantage of while they're playing Jacksonville, especially on the road. So I'm probably going to sit Enunwa. I also don't really love Chris Godwin. I don't love Chris Godwin on the road with Fitzpatrick. I think this is the week that Fitzpatrick kind of comes back down to earth. So I'm going to roll with Marvin Jones. We'll see maybe if Golden Tate is kind of banged up, but I'm going to roll with Marvin Jones and what was it? Marvin Jones and whoever the first one I said was Sammy Watkins. Thank you for the question, sir. See, Michael Hill, my man, Galladay, Godwin, or Allison non-PPR. Ooh, I'm going to sit Godwin for sure. It's between Allison and Galladay for me. And they're very close. Non-PPR. Damn, Galladay's been so good, but I don't love the matchup there. So I'm actually going to roll with Allison, Michael, especially with Randall Cobb out. I think Rodgers is going to go bonkers against Buffalo today. I think he's probably going to go for 350, 3 or 4 passing touchdowns, and almost by virtue, that means Allison is going to get in there. So I'm going to roll with Allison there, Mike. DeCams, what's up, brother? Michelle versus Miami or Howard versus Tampa Bay? Standard for running back 2. As much as I love Michelle this week, I think it's hard to ignore. I think it's hard to sit Howard versus Tampa Bay. Actually, you know what? I want to see if is Vita their first round pick playing yet or what? Is expected to play week 4 against the Bears. Ooh, that's a big run. That's a big upgrade for that Bucks defense. I'm still going to roll with Howard. I actually think this is a game that Chicago can control the tempo. I think this is a game that their defense is going to allow a lot of time of possession for the offense, and I think that means it's a good workload for Howard. So I'll roll with Howard here. Jason Bell, again, my man, coming in two-time. Hyde, Connor, or Royce Freeman, full PPR need to. That's going to be Hyde and Connor for me, for sure. Hyde coming off his best game of the season against an Oakland defense that is not good. Like I said before, I think Baker Mayfield injects a lot of life back into this team, and I think that's only an upgrade for Hyde. So definitely going to roll Hyde here, and I'm definitely going to roll with Connor. Just those first two guys are just like guaranteed workload in what should be a good game script. I don't trust Royce Freeman at all. He's gotten almost no involvement in the passing game whatsoever, and Philip Lindsay will be back this week. So Connor against Baltimore. Now, Baltimore is a good defense, of course, but again, high-scoring game. Connor is used on like almost every snap. He's like a full-time player there, so the workload should be high, should be high-scoring. He's going to have plenty of scoring opportunities, so go with Hyde and Connor for me. My name is Jeff. Grant, what's up, player? What did you ask? I'm looking for your question, Grant. I'm not seeing it. Oh, dollar doesn't allow you to put a message. Interesting. All right. Well, Grant, just throw in your. Oh, here you go. Alex Collins or Marshawn Lynch, full PPR. Do I play both in RB2 flex and wait another week on Gordon? So you have Josh Gordon in your lineup right now. Yeah, I would roll with the two running backs. Like I said, I am not throwing Gordon into my lineups unless it's like Gordon against like Christian Kirk or some shit like that. He has two things working against him. One, the injury thing, the hamstring. We have no idea what level of health he's at. And two, it's just the fact that a new player coming over to a new team with a complex playbook like the Patriots, they're going to naturally keep him on a snap count. So they might take a couple of deep shots, but I would rather not roll the dice on like one or two long balls that he may or may not catch. You know, I think his floor is really, really fucking low. And I think the floor of those other guys and Alex Collins and Marshawn Lynch are much higher. So I would roll with the two running backs, Grant. My name is Jeff. Michelle or Collins, Watkins or Demaryius Thomas, PPR. So I will roll with, for the running backs, I'm going to roll with Sony Michel. For the wide receivers, I'm actually going to roll with Demaryius Thomas on the flip side because he actually leads the team in targets. So he's getting like a fucking 35%. For as good as Sanders has been, Demaryius Thomas is going to be a great play this week in PPR. I don't like him in standard because he like never scores fucking touchdowns, but he should probably get like 11 to fucking 12 targets again. So I really like DT in standard PPR leagues. So I'll go DT over Watkins because again, Denver's probably more likely to be in catch-up mode. I think KC is 6-point favorites even on the road. So I'll go with DT because I think there's going to be a lot more passing volume from that side. Between Michelle and Collins, I think Michelle is more involved on all aspects of the game. He should be their goal line back now with, Burkhead and Jeremy Hill both out. And we can see that he's getting, he has 5 targets on 36 snaps. So he's getting involved in all assets. So Michelle and DT for me, my man. Ash Ketchum, what's up, Pokemans? Wentz or Mayfield? Ooh, I love that. So I'm going to roll Mayfield. I'm going to roll fucking Mayfield here, baby. I don't trust Carson Wentz in my lineups yet. I don't trust him as my QB1. I want to see him. I really want to see him do it on the field and look good doing it. I think like he's going to be limited running the ball, and that was such a big part of his game last year. He had like 75% of his games he had 20 or more rushing yards, and he had some big rushing games for the most part. But like last week, I think he ran for like 10 yards, and I kind of see that being the thing. And they were playing against Indianapolis at home. He couldn't have gotten a better game script for this. and he only threw for like 250 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. So he didn't look great in my eyes. And this is going to be a tougher matchup on the road. Tennessee kind of has an underrated defense. So I'm going to actually roll Baker here, bro. In the city. I got to stop drinking fucking caffeine. I've already had a coffee, a Monster, and then I just told Steve to... I told Steve to bring me a coffee, too. In the titty of Compton. Heller. Tyler Moore, go with Geronimo Allison. Super Kiki, go with Andy Dalton. Tyler Moore, you're getting lucky today. I'm going to go with Tevin Coleman. You're going to explode. I hope so. You fucking promise? Michael Hill, Brady or Mahomes, and Hilton or Hogan. Wow. I actually think Mahomes is my QB1 this week, and Brady is my quarterback. Actually, I moved him back today, quarterback 4. So Mahomes is the play. I think you can't sit Mahomes. The only time I would even think about sitting Mahomes is next week when they play Jacksonville, but there's no way you're sitting Mahomes. So I would definitely go Mahomes there. Hilton or Hogan? I'm going to go with Hilton. I'm actually going to go with Hilton here. Well, Hogan's been wildly inconsistent, so it's very hard to trust him in your lineup. But I think this is a big week for Andrew Luck. I think this is the first week that he really gets out there and puts up big numbers and looks like 80% of his old self. I think they're going to shock the world. I think he's going to hit Hilton deep a couple times today. Let's go with Hilton, brother. Aaron Jones or Sammy Watkins in my flex standard. Chris asks, ooh, that's a good one. This is one of those, like your brain tells you Sammy Watkins, but your heart tells you Aaron Jones. I am going to go with Sammy Watkins for right now. I love Aaron Jones' upside, and I love what he's probably going to do in the future. And I'm so glad in my big money league that I have both Aaron Jones and Kerryon Johnson creeping on the bench. I'm going to go with Sammy Watkins, though, because Aaron Jones is still in a 3-way tie, in that backfield. Jamal Williams and Ty Montgomery are still going to be used. Ty Mont mostly in the passing game. Jamal Williams is going to be a pass blocker, and they're still going to give him the ball. So best case scenario, Aaron Jones gets like 12 to 14 carries today, but I'm not going to bank on him getting super involved in the receiving game, or we have no idea who's going to be the goal line back there too. So I think it's a little risky when Sammy Watkins is hot right now, as is Patrick Mahomes. So Chris, I would run with Watkins over Jones. You got what I'm saying? What's up, big bros? What up, Excel? I'll roll Lindsay there. I want no part of Shady today. Mister. I need that mic for my studio. Yeah, dude. I just copped this a couple weeks ago. This is the Snowball. This was like $50, if that. You could probably get a used one for like $30. I've been buying a bunch of shit used lately. This one's new though, and the pop filter was like, I don't know, fucking $11 or something. Tony, baby, how you doing? Keenum, Manning, or Mayfield, quarterback 2? Give me Case Keenum. I know he's looked bad, but if there's ever going to be a time to use him again, it is this week. And he started off really hot this year. I think he's just had a bad week 3. Playing against Kansas City, terrible defense, good game script. I'll go Keenum there for sure. I think he's got the same floor as the other two with a higher ceiling. So give me Keenum. Jason Bell, 3-time. This guy's going for the turkey, baby. Big Ben or Stafford, 6-point per passing touchdown. Give me Big Ben. Gotta love Big Ben at home. Stafford on the road at Dallas. Dallas is an underrated pass defense for sure. I don't like streaming quarterbacks that are on the road if I'm deciding between two of them. So I'll take Big Ben and ride this hot passing offense. I'm about to spit some motherfucking bars. Y'all sitting here asking me sit starts. I don't give a fuck. I want to take no parts. Where was we? In the city. Well, this sucks. What? You don't like to using any of the new lenses? Well, I'm just streaming through my laptop right now. But yeah, dude, I fucking love the new lenses. Oh, you're a high on Mariota in your draft guide. Where are you now? I'm definitely not high on him anymore. Told you guys, I got to be completely objective and unbiased. I can't just stick to guys that I like. Yeah, Mariota looks like fucking shit. He's injured. Looks fucking horrible. Looks like he's fucking trash. Looks like he's a piece of shit. I don't like Mariota. I was listening to your Spotify workout playlist is fire. Yes, sir. Yeah, dude. If any of you guys need good playlists, man, go follow me on Spotify. I think my username is NAE825. We got workout playlists. We got Darty Mark season playlist. We got summertime playlist. We got In Your Feelz playlist. That shit'll make you cry, so be careful with that one. It's a weapon in its own right. Y'all just keep throwing like emojis in here, like that shit's gonna help. Conor or Khabib? The fuck is Khabib? Am I missing something here? What is Khabib? Oh, McGregor. Who calls him Conor? McGregor's the underdog in this one, right? I don't know. McGregor's like, I kind of want him to get his ass whooped, to be honest with you. He needs to fucking relax. He's way in over his own fucking head. He's out of control. It's a UFC question. The 10 to 18 millimeter lens, dude. It's really fun. I'm actually gonna sell my A6000 and I'm going to sell my A6000 on eBay and then upgrade to either 6300 or 6500 because that's got better stabilization and 4K rather than 1080p. He did. He fucked me up with that UFC question. I'm in fantasy mode all the time. You'll be asking me fucking Conor. Well, I don't know, Conor. Ben, what's your question, homie? Benzi, I don't see you. Benzito. Benzi, do me a favor and type your question in again, homie. Unless you were just donating to the cause, which I appreciate as always. You know, like, oh, the Spotify is NAE825. Like N as in Nick, A as in Anthony, E as in Daddy 825. It's open, you cunt.
Jesus.
Sorry. Ben, what was your question, homie? Sergio. Y'all know, if you subscribe to me on Patreon, like, you almost just paid for a month of Patreon, Sergio, for one question. Thank you, sir. Cindy there?
Yes.
Yeah.
We use our first names now, huh?
Was Starbay there?
Yo.
Tymon or Alex Collins and John Brown? Wait, what? You gave me, is that a trade question? You're saying or for all three of them? I'm pretty sure you're asking me one of the three, so I'm going to go with John Brown there against this Pitty D. Yeah, Flacco's been slanging that thing. And the Pittsburgh pasty is trash. This is like my third coffee already today.
Well, because your mic is really good. Like, you chewing is the funniest thing I'm watching.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you in this?
Yeah, for a second.
Ha la 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 la. Did I miss? Oh, Ben. Keelan Cole or Doug Baldwin? Ew.
Baldwin.
Fuck you. You lost me week 1 on Baldwin. I think I'd be in first place probably if I didn't fucking listen to that. Now, Baldwin's a guy I want to see in the game before I put him in my lineup. Even though I don't like Cole's matchup, I would still take Cole over Baldwin. Hain.
Spit a verse on that, boy.
I was freestyling before. I love you, Tio. I love you, baby. Shaking that ass. No question, but every time I super chat, I win. Hashtag 3-0. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Carlos. Love you, dog. Dude, the wings were fucking...
They're banging over there.
So good.
That was Leo.
Hanging out with like 10 people I've never seen in my life. I got there as soon as we walked in. I saw him from across the bar. I was like, "Fuck!" But he saw me like we locked eyes, and then we walked over. Started talking. I was like, "Oh, I think you guys like know each other, right?" And he was like, "Oh, Starbucks, right?" And I was like, "Motherfucker, I've seen the DMs." Like,
You should have slid on the floor.
Yeah, he was like with some weird dude and some girl. And then when we left, he was like sitting at the corner of the bar. So when I left, I like went up and slapped him really hard in the back. And I was like, "See you later." And then it wasn't him. It was another guy who like took his spot. But they were talking to the same guys that Leo was talking to. So I was like, my bad. The guy didn't care at all. He was laughing at it, but Leo was outside, not at the corner of the bar. Drake sighting. They talking about you, Steve. Wow, they can't even see you. Wait, oh, the chair's in the way. Ask Steve a question. Steve will take any and all of your questions.
What did they say?
I'm not going to say that, Don. That's not nice.
They call me Fat Nick?
No. He just got done clapping cheeks. Were you at Heather's?
I was.
I don't believe you.
This morning I was. I woke up there.
Whoa! Hav. The God throwing a fucking 20 spot around. My man. Mm-hmm.
That's some bullshit.
I agree.
Can you put my Venmo in there?
No.
Please? Hey, the man.
Hob the God asks, I have Kamara, Howard, ODB, old dirty bastard. You old dirty bastard, you. And Stills at wide receiver. Mike Williams is my flex. Demaryius Thomas, Hogan, C. Ridley are my wide receiver options, depending on Lindsey over Howard and possibly flexing Howard. What should I do? RB2, RB2. Hob, is this a PPR or standard? Because that is going to change the outcome of my motherfucking answer. Ask Steve how many men he's been with. 6. Or Steve, Lamar Miller or Alex Collins? Alex Collins. Hav, what do we got here? PPR or standard? Did I miss that? No, I didn't. Let me know, and then I'll answer your question. Standard, okay. Okay, so since it's a standard league, I'm gonna leave Kamara and Howard in there. I like Lindsey a lot, but I think he's probably more involved in the passing game, and Freeman probably rides a lot of the carries against Kansas City. So I think you're kind of banking on a receiving touchdown from Lindsey. So I'm not going to throw him over Howard at against Tampa Bay because this might be a good game script for Howard. I think they could actually win this game against Tampa Bay, so he should see a ton of carries. As for the wide receivers, I'm honestly might sit Kenny Stills for.
Can't do that.
Shut up. I don't love Demaryius Thomas in the standard league, but the matchup is fucking gorgeous. So my RB2 would be Howard. The wide receivers. I'm gonna roll with Demaryius Thomas there at wide receiver 2. I think he's due for a flex. I mean, you need a wide receiver 2 and flex. Yeah, I would stick with Mike Williams and I would go with Demaryius Thomas there. I don't know how involved Keenan Allen's going to be with this fucking knee injury. I'm hoping he's 100% because I own a lot of them, but who knows? So I'd roll Demaryius Thomas against Kansas City. They're going to throw the ball a fuck ton, and he hasn't scored a touchdown in like 38 years. Woo! Steve, Royce Freeman at KC, or is it Isaiah Crowell at Jacksonville? Full PPR.
That's hard, man. Full PPR.
It's a tough goddamn world.
Full PPR, go Freeman.
Insert username here. Steve said Freeman. Rock. Eckler, Collins, Sony, Alshon, or Josh Gordon. You need one there. So I'm definitely sitting Alshon and Josh Gordon. I love Eckler and I love Sony.
You stacked today, huh?
What do we got in there? Anything good? Grab me the almond milk, yo.
Got some chili.
Where was that? Sony or Eckler? Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Sony. I like Eckler a lot, but I feel a lot safer with Sony's workload. And with Collins, obviously, Buck Allen's there. So that kind of makes me nervous that he's not going to get the goal line carry. So I'll rock Sony. Told a lot of people to start Sony this week. So I'm kind of if he has a bad game, y'all are probably going to fucking kill me. Ooh. What? What are you doing in my kitchen?
Shut up.
I'm upset. I don't think it's too early for Sony. He's getting a touch on 83% of his carries. Now Rex Burkhead's out, and it's going to be a good game script. All right, y'all. We got 4 minutes until I'm out. Give me all your monies. Evening from the UK. What's up, player? Hob, you must be a rich motherfucker. He said, good looking out, you Baker Mayfield looking motherfucker.
Oh, wow, facts.
Everyone calls me Baker Mayfield on here. I disagree. He's way better looking than me.
What do I look like?
What does Steve look like?
In the last 3 minutes.
You're about to get fucking roasted, yeah? What does Steve look like? Best comparison gets a sit start question answered. Can I see you?
I'm so brown. Oh
my God, they're throwing a lot of money.
They can hear you, Mike.
I know.
They say the weekend.
We got the weekend DJ
DJ
Khaled,
Khaled.
a broke James Conner,
The G.
Yoda,
How was it Yoda?
Potato, Fat Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
What?
that was Yoda.
How you don't look? Joe Rogan's white. I'll get you rocking or Cody and Cronduja, whatever the fuck that means. I'll get to your questions in a sec. I need to put that back. But
All right, this is you don't even make this.
this would be a whole thing.
I'll just sit here.
A whole ass thing.
Start getting roasted so they can't see me cry. Any character from Always Sunny? That's some bullshit. What should we be for Halloween?
Oh, Cody, I'm going. Oh yeah, we'll ask them. That's a good question.
Harry Foster looking ass.
Cody, I'm definitely going Allison there.
The Weekends, bro.
Timberland's long lost son. Looks like the rapper Belly. Yo, what should we be for what should we be for Halloween? We always do a black-white costume. We're thinking either White Man Can't Jump, Forrest Gump and Bubba. I don't know if we have any other ideas. Give us some good fucking black-white.
Hand cousin. Love that.
My boys speak Espanol.
Hell yeah. Como telez-vous? That's French.
Blazing Saddles. I've never seen that. I feel like I don't even want to look at what costume.
Eminem
50s. That's pretty good, actually. I like that, Jason. Chloe and Lamar. That's good.
Tom Hanks Green Mile.
Hell yeah, I get to kill you. That's what's up.
You don't kill me.
Yeah, you almost died though.
I
get to pretend. I get to pretend I killed you. Okay, Cronduja, my bad. Let me get to your question. Breida, Buck Allen, or Kenyon Drake?
Kenyon Drake.
No.
Buck Allen. That's a big
Actually, Steve's right. I'm gonna go Kenyon Drake there. I don't know. I don't like Breida's situation. And when I had I don't just Breida's someone I'm avoiding right now because of the injury. And I'd rather just ride Kenyon Drake instead of Buck because I think they're going to use him in the passing game a lot against New England. I think Kenyon and Buck probably have around the same touch workload, but Kenyon Drake's ceiling is probably a lot higher. Nick, what's that book you got there? Principles, Ray Dalio. He's the reason Chicken McNuggets got made. On God. It's a great fucking chapter in his book.
Wait, he made chicken nuggets?
He didn't make them, but without him, he's like one of the best investors in the world, and he needed to convince McDonald's to invest in the chicken market, but he knows everything about livestock. So he's like, if you default on these stocks, then it'll protect you against the chicken decrease or something. It was fucking wild. Incredible. We the best. Let's party in New York. Where are you from in New York?
We gotta go.
Oh, it's 12:30. We gotta go. We out here. Should we be Baker Mayfield and Josh Gordon?
Bye, Nick.
Bye, Cody. I love you.
Fucking savage.
Later, homies. Good luck in week 4. Hope you all take all the L's and then talk shit.